doing music. Drake's dropping an album this year, and I'm guessing the plan, even with COVID going on, the plan for Drake is to drop an album this year still. He just dropped that project off, whatever you want to call it, that dark demo tape, but he's still dropping an album this year. So what Drake has become accustomed to doing, he's got like a burner account, right? But it's not like a burner account, but it's a burner account. Let me explain. So when Drake wants to preview new music, he doesn't do it on his Instagram account anymore because obviously too many blog sites to pick it up. It'll be too much of a thing. But he still wants to show some of the fans that are diehards some of his new catalog. So he'll go to like one of his engineers' Instagram and they'll go live. That's been his swag, his sauce as of late. And he went on live yesterday and kind of got himself in a little bit of trouble. So his engineer, one of his guys, started playing some new Future and Drake that I'm guessing we're getting on Drake's new album. And the engineer took it a little too far, and he played a record that Drake is a legend is old. And this is where it gets interesting. In this record, I can't play it obviously due to copyright, but I can read to you guys the bars of what Drake said. He brings up billionaire to be Kylie Jenner and that Kardashian family. So here's what Drake says in the lyrics that's got social media in a frenzy. He said, yeah, I'm a hater to society. Real shit, Kylie Jenner, that's a side piece. Yeah, I got motherfucking Kylie's. And then Future hops on the record and pretty much says he's got like 20 Kindles. But Drake specifically said that Kylie Jenner at one point in time was a side piece of his. Obviously, you see the conflict of interest there. Drake is in the same business with Travis Scott. These two have music together. They got a #1 record together in Sicko Mode that I'll get to more shortly. Obviously, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner have a kid together. So you can obviously understand if you're a Travis Scott fan today, or if you're Travis Scott, you can understand why you're a little bit disrespected with somebody saying that your baby mama is my side piece. So Drake immediately went to his Insta story to clean this one up. This is Mr. Teleferro talking here. Listen to me. If you don't want to know anything else about Drake, if Drake ever goes and makes a post on his Insta story, shit is bad. You hear me? This Teleferro talking. So in the future, you'll think about me when this happens. If Drake ever addresses something on his Insta story, it's bad. I mean, the brother's already got a private Instagram account, meaning he has to be following you for you to be able to comment on his Instagram. So for him to not even be comfortable to put it on his Instagram that's already limited with the comment section, if he goes to his Insta story and explains something, trust and believe, it's bad. This is what he said. He said a song that Mark ran last night on Night Owl Sound Live said shouldn't have been played. It's a song that leaked 3 years ago and got scrapped shortly after. He was just going too deep in that Drake Future catalog. Last thing I want to do is wake up having any friend of mine feeling disrespected. So I just had to say that to start off that day. And I don't know if Drake's speaking about his relationship with Kylie Jenner maybe, or maybe even his relationship with Travis Scott, a guy that he's done music with. Speaking of Drake and Travis Scott, this now makes me think about that Elliott Wilson B-Dot interview with Rap Radar, that podcast back in December with Drake. Remember when they went to Drake's home in Canada, did the exclusive interview, all that great stuff? So a lot of people might have missed this, but I didn't. Drake brought up that Sicko Mode record and how he didn't get a writing credit on it, but we obviously clear as day see that Drake's verse is a big part. I'd argue it's the most important part of the record. When Drake goes, I took Capazan 30 hours till I let it have me out like a light, like a light. I would argue that alongside that production from Tay Keith was the standout features of that big time record for Travis Scott, arguably the biggest record of his career in Sicko Mode. Drake clearly says, and he made it a point of emphasis to say, yo, I don't even know why I didn't get a writing credit on that record. See, I always thought there might have been something to Drake and Travis Scott. Maybe a little bit of an issue that happened between them last fall, somewhere after the record already went #1. If you think about it, Travis Scott is one of the guys that in the future, if this thing really takes off for him, he's going to be in that realm of Drake as an artist. Again, I wouldn't say he'd be bigger than Drake, but Travis Scott has top 3, top 4 fan bases on the hip-hop side of rap right now. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was something along the lines of that Kylie Jenner relationship between Drake or whatever. You know, Drake said that was his side piece at one point in time. And I don't believe the man is lying in his bars. And then Future then came behind the nigga and said, yeah, I got 20 Kindles. So, look, Drake put it out there for a reason. My only thing is either way it doesn't shine Drake in the brightest of light because he is this mainstream darling. Either you was messing with your man's BM, that's how it looks to the public, or you were sleeping because 3 years ago, Kylie would have been 19 and Drake